This video is sponsored and made possible by Hop Frog Music. Help support a local small business owner by visiting the link in the description below. This is a pack of Martin acoustic guitar strings. They're nickel cobalt. They're called Luxe by Martin. I think that's how you say that. This particular pack here is a light gauge of strings, which in acoustic terms, that's 12 to 54. And these strings, you may have noticed my finger here, costs a pretty penny. How many pennies? $20 worth. These strings were provided by Hop Frog Music in Dallas, Georgia. I'll leave a link to their website below if you want to go check them out and help support a local small business. But we're gonna check these out today. I have a guitar that you guys have probably seen before. This is my cheap acoustic DR100 something or other. It says Song Maker on the inside, but it's a DR100. And right now it's got a fresh pack of Ernie Ball light gauge strings. And Ernie Ball strings, or a typical pack of strings, will run you about $5 or $6. But we're gonna see if this $20 pack of acoustic strings really makes that big of a difference. And I think you guys know what time it is. Time for the pink bag of tricks here. All right, so here we are at the table. This isn't gonna take very long. I just wanna show you guys that I am gonna be putting on these Martin Luxe by Martin is what they're called. $20 pack of strings here on an acoustic. So we're gonna see just how much of a difference this makes. I know some people are probably gonna say, why aren't you using a Martin acoustic? Why aren't you using a this, that, and the other? Does anybody wanna send me a Martin acoustic to use? I didn't think so. Plus, we already know that Martin guitars are very well made. All those high-end kind of luxury brand guitars are very well made. A lot of people will say otherwise about a $170 acoustic. So I think if these strings sound good on this, I mean, they'll sound good on anything, right? So yeah, let's go ahead and open these and see what these are about here. I think we can just, look at that. Pull those straight open like that. So they're separated out into separate packs like that. Oh wow, so yeah, you can immediately tell maybe that these are not that kind of bronze copper color. They are, well, nickel. So already they look a bit different, look kind of cool. I'm super excited to try these. All right, everybody, so I have the Martin strings on my Epiphone acoustic. I'm gonna go ahead and stretch the strings a little bit, do a little bit of fine tuning before we get into the comparisons. While I'm doing that, I'm gonna take a second and talk about today's sponsor, Hop Frog Music. Oh, hello there. I didn't see you walk in. I wanna talk to you about today's sponsor, Hop Frog Music. Now, I know you're watching a video about acoustics and acoustic strings and all that kind of stuff, so why am I holding this Fender Telecaster? Well, my friend, I'm glad you asked. I'm holding this Fender Telecaster because I actually picked this up for an astounding deal at Hop Frog Music, which is a local music store in Dallas, Georgia. This is by far the best deal I've ever gotten on a guitar, and I got it by shopping local. Now look, I get it. Big box stores, they're cool, but supporting a great local music store like Hop Frog Music in Dallas, Georgia, it's just such an invigorating feeling. You build great connections with wonderful people, much like Brad Poole, the owner of Hop Frog Music. You can find absolutely slamming deals like I found this Fender American Telecaster for. Or if you're a content creator like me, you have the perks of getting things for sponsored videos, much like I got these Martin strings for this video. Private lessons, repairs, open mic nights, a built-in studio. I mean, they've got it all. No matter what your musical needs, Hop Frog Music's got it. I got some information right here for you. Link in the description if you want to go check out his website. Let's get back to the video, shall we? All right, so I got my guitar all strung up. I got the strings all stretched out. I have a microphone here that's going to be capturing all the audio. That's what you're going to be hearing. So let's go ahead and hear what the Martin, the Luxe by Martin strings sound like on a cheap Epiphone acoustic. Wow. No word of lie, okay? I've never heard this guitar sound this good, ever. I've had this guitar for quite some time. I've never heard it sound this good. That is the strings worth the $20 price tag. Buy a cheap acoustic, put these strings on it. You'll do fine. I did record some clips of the old Ernie Ball strings, and I'm gonna go ahead and record some clips of this, just so you can hear the difference for yourself. So there you go, just some quick, simple comparisons. Again, I don't know what you're listening to this on or what YouTube's gonna do to it, so it may not sound like a huge difference to you, but I'm here to tell you right now. In the room, it's a huge difference. It's a night and day difference. The Martin strings sound spades better than the Ernie Balls. Not to say that the Ernie Balls are bad strings. They're obviously good strings. They're a big name in the string game for a reason. People use them all over the place. I highly recommend that you go pick some up because they're absolutely fantastic. And I'm gonna play some more, okay? Just so you can get a better understanding of it as I play different things. Every note in every chord rings out and you can hear it. Again, in the room, I'm hearing the difference. I don't know what you're hearing through, I've got a mic here, what you're hearing, but get some good speakers, get some headphones, you'll see what I'm talking about. It's sonically rich. I know people kind of use these weird terminologies to describe this kind of stuff, but sonically rich, harmonically rich is what these strings are. It's absolutely insane. I'm talking about the sound a lot. How do they feel? They feel great. I don't know how to describe it. A lot of strings feel like they got some kind of like weird coating on them, which I understand that. You know, I think they do it just to prevent it from rusting and, you know, when they sit in shops or they get shipped over or whatever. These don't really feel like that. They don't feel like they've got some kind of coating you gotta wear off. They don't leave the marks on your fingers or the weird like black smudges that you might get sometimes from other strings. They just sound great. I know I keep interrupting myself to play, but man, they sound great. So where was I? Yeah, they don't leave the black smudges. They just feel great. The gauge, like I said, they're 12 to 54s. For an acoustic, that's light. If you're an electric player, you'll think, man, 12s, that's pretty heavy. For an acoustic, that's necessary because you need to get that extra kind of bit of oomph to get the sound better, right? Yeah, and the harmonics, kind of all over the place, just sound incredible. I can hit them. They sound great. That's why I did a harmonic comparison, or did harmonics in the comparison, because they're awesome. Every single note you can hear it. It's crazy. $20, absolutely worth it. I know that sounds absurd for strings, but just trust me. Try it. try it. If you have to do like a comparison between like an expensive actual guitar with the strings versus a cheap one, I mean, I'm not gonna promise that there's gonna be some miraculously like this $100 guitar is gonna sound like your $1,000 guitar or whatever the case. But I promise you, it will take your cheap guitar, as long as it plays well, and make it sound like it's worth 5 times the money. This guitar, if you picked it up and you didn't know how much it was worth and it had these strings on it, you would probably easily say this is like a $700 acoustic. I mean, I'm dead serious. Again, I don't know what you're hearing. I'm trying to put that out there, but in the room, it sounds great. So there we go. Like I said, I can't say enough nice things about it. The Martin, the Luxe by Martin, that's what I want to call them. That's what they're called. The Luxe by Martin strings, they're great. They're absolutely fantastic, and I cannot thank Hot Prog Music enough for sponsoring this video, giving me the chance to check these strings out, because I probably would be like a lot of you out there saying, why would you ever spend $20 on a pack of strings? And this is why, because it can make playing that much more enjoyable. When you have nice strings on it, and again, this goes for electric, acoustic, whatever. When you have nice strings in your guitar, it makes you play better. It makes you feel like you want to play. And like I said, you put a fresh pack of any strings, your favorite strings, on a guitar. It just makes it that much better. These will change your perspective of what you thought your acoustic guitar could be. Give them a go. That's all I can say. Pick them up, take $20. If you don't like them, you ain't gotta buy them again. If you do, well, I'm sorry for making you broke, I guess. But again, thank you Hot Frog Music for sponsoring this video. Go check them out. Links in the description. Go check out Martin's website if you want more information on these strings. I tried to cover as much as I could here, give you as many sound comparisons as I could. And yeah, thanks for checking out this video. Make sure you subscribe, all that kind of stuff, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.